Hey everybody, Spider V13 here. Okay, and what you see in the picture here is the 4Patriot Sun Kettle. I got it about a month ago, just dug it out of the box. As soon as I can catch a sunny Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to put this thing through its paces, see if it does what 4Patriot says it does, and then I'll do a YouTube video on it with my findings. And sitting here just listening to some of the other preppers and watchmen out there, I want to put a shout out for Charles over at Backroads Living. Keep up the good work, brother. You're doing great videos. And for you newer people that may come across my channel, do a YouTube search for Backroads Living. Christian gentleman by the name of Charles runs a really good channel, and the guy is just really dialed into what's going on today, where you need to be at spiritually. Doesn't really matter what faith you are, and what you should be doing to be getting ready for the next wave. And one of the things that all of us watchmen, and just the general population of the planet, and what's being thrown around is the Great Reset, the Great Financial Reset. And I'm sitting here thinking just before I started this video that the world debt's got to be getting close to $5 quadrillion. I mean, those are just unfathomable, if I could pronounce the word. In layman's terms, man, try to wrap your brain around $5 quadrillion. There's absolutely no way that could ever be paid off. It's the next 25 generations of humans couldn't pay that off. Well, anyway, one of the things that Backroads Living, the Angry Prepper, the Canadian Prepper, two other people I follow out there, do a YouTube search for the Angry Prepper and also the Canadian Prepper and also the Alaskan Prepper. Listen to those guys. They've got their finger on the pulse. They know what's going on as well. All right, so let's get back to the Great Reset. Right now, there are so many debt bubbles out there that the United States alone, with government and public or personal debt, is cresting just a little over $80 trillion. I mean, try to wrap your brain around $80 trillion. You could take $1 bills and go stack them end to end, get out to the moon and back dozens of times with $80 quadrillion bills. There is going to be a reset. Common sense would absolutely tell you that you can only float debt for so long. You can only print fake money to cover debt for so long. At some point, all of these bubbles are going to start to pop, and it will just be an unstoppable domino effect / massive avalanche of just collapse. How do I see next year? I see the finances in this country start to unravel next year with so much unemployment, and 19 plus million people are going to lose their unemployment benefits, their Kool-Aid 91 subsidy benefits. All that goes away at the end of the year. And we're also looking at months of people not paying their rent for their apartments / houses, small businesses that are not paying rent on their shops. All that's going to come to an head. And I had mentioned this in a previous video earlier this week that the analysts are saying that the evictions and the homelessness are going to be astronomical early next year. And I do see that coming. So the important thing is, and I've heard the Alaskan Prepper and also Charles over at Backroads Living both make the comment that get your hands on everything so far as food and supplies you can possibly afford to get your hands on this month, because realistically, I agree with the analyst and a lot of other watchmen preppers out here that we see inflation going through the roof. And so what you would pay $3.99 for this month, you might end up paying $8, $10 for next month. At the rate of consumption that this country goes through, better be stockpiling food. You know, one of the things I do agree with, the Angry Prepper did a video about a week ago so far as food shortages, and I have to agree with what he said. And the terms is, it's not so much there's an actual physical food shortage, we have a shortage of workers to grow, to process, to distribute, to all the way down to get to the store shelf for you to buy it. So I agree with that. With the Kool-Aid 91 lockdown and closures of certain industries, yeah, physically the food's out there. The problem is that the lockdowns are preventing people from producing the foods and getting it to market. And if Baboon and Jezebel get into the big house, they've made it clear through this year that they are going to lock this entire country down. I mean, lock it down. We're talking virtually no damn movement. All because of Kool-Aid 91, which we all know is a bullshit propaganda fear tool. All we came into this year with was last season's influenza and flu strain, and that was it. So at this point, make a decision. Make a decision to open your eyes up, operate with some common sense. Look at your family. If you have children, look at your children and think, what am I going to do if there's a major disruption early next year and I can't feed my kids or feed my wife or feed my pets? You know, I've always expressed over the last 10 years that I have coached new preppers. I've always made the comment, it's not about doomsday, apocalypse, end of the world. It's more common sense than anything else. Why would you want to prep? All right, let's say tomorrow, Monday, you get laid off from your job. You can file for unemployment. If you're lucky, you'll get 60% of your normal income through unemployment. That's a 40% reduction in money coming in. Or let's say next Thursday morning you're on your way to work and the transmission drops out of your car. And if you cannot afford to go out and buy another car, you're going to have to get your car fixed. So you have to ship finances over to get your transportation fixed. Well, if you've got a stockpile of food and supplies already in place, that's your backup. So instead of needing money to get these items, you've already invested in it. You know, my personal thoughts and feelings is that prepping is nothing more than common sense for the unexpected things that pop up in life. It's an insurance policy. That's all it is. An insurance policy for you and your family to stay fed, to keep your bodies clean, to be able to have soap to wash your clothes, underarm deodorant so you're not all stinky, and toothpaste to brush your teeth and have a clean mouth. So think about it. It's an insurance policy. That doesn't have anything to do with the apocalypse, end of the world, doom and gloom. It's never the message I've ever preached, or a testimony that I've given to new preppers, or even talking with veteran preppers. Common sense. Common sense, common sense, common sense. All right, well, that's it for this video. I'm out.